Hi everyone, it's Rachel from Sweet and Simple Home. I'm so glad you're here today because it is cleaning and decorating for Autumn Day. I plan on decorating here in this space. I'm going to share with you the three main things I really want to clean. I'm motivated right now to decorate, so I'm going to use that to help me to kind of tackle some of these desperately needed cleaning tasks. I want to clean the light fixtures in this space. So I've got that one above my dining table. I've got a ceiling fan and I've got one in my entryway. As the evenings grow shorter, you're having your lights on more. That's when you really start to notice the dust and the cobweb buildup on your light fixtures. So I want to tackle that. I want to give my blinds a good clean. That's like my least favorite task, and I have to do it when I'm motivated to decorate, otherwise I won't. And then last but not least, I need to deep clean my floors. Summer is like stuck to my floors. Like there's watermelon dripping juice, probably some popsicle drips as well, grass from the park, all kinds of stuff that just really needs a good deep clean. So I have a new tool that I'll be sharing with you today that was gifted to me, so stay tuned for that. I will be using that to clean the floors today. Once my cleaning is all done, I have some really fun fall decor items that I cannot wait to put out. So join me, put on your apron, grab your duster, and let's get to cleaning and decorating for the autumn/fall season. So I'm going to be working my way from the top down as I'm cleaning today. I'm using my favorite dusters. These are just from the Dollar Tree. They're fluffy, they do the trick, and they're inexpensive. So I'm just going to use the sort of longer one to get in all the little spots where dust collects on this particular fixture. And I'll also be making sure to dust the light bulbs themselves to let as much light through as possible as the evenings get darker. This light fixture in my entryway is much smaller but a similar method, but I also noticed when I was up on the stepladder that there was some cobwebs in between the light and the wall, and a little spider friend came down on me. I wish you guys could have heard me squeal. This duster is pretty cool. It's also, the same one from the Dollar Tree, but it's in a triangle shape, so it slides over the blades of the ceiling fan really easily, so you can get the top and the bottom at the same time, which is awesome. So next level down in my cleaning journey are my blinds. Now, I'm not a huge blinds fan. It just so happens that this is what I have in this house. It's hard to see in this lighting, but there's like this ridge of dust that builds up at the back of the blinds, especially because I can take my duster and day to day, this is what I do to dust. I just run the duster down the front of the blinds, but then you have that little strip of dust buildup. So I just have this regular sort of microfiber cloth, and I'm just going to run it along, especially making sure to get the back of each blade of the blinds. And this is time consuming. Great opportunity to listen to an audiobook for sure. Every time I do this task, someone inevitably says, "Oh, you should take them down and put them in the bathtub." I hate taking down and putting back up my blinds. This to me is the lesser evil. But if you like to take down your blinds and soak them in the bathtub instead of doing this, more power to you. Now I'm going to the lowest level that I'm focusing on today, which is my floors. This is the new tool that I'm going to use. This is the Ultenic AC1 Elite Wet Dry Vacuum. And that big and fancy name just means this is a 3-in-1. It vacuums, washes, and mops all at the same time. I wasn't paid for my opinion, but they did gift this to me. I just want to have that all the way out there, and I'm really excited about it because I feel like this is going to be a time changer for me. Instead of doing several tasks to do the same thing, it will just do it all at one time. Came with cleaning solution, this little cleaning tool to help me when I'm rinsing out the water when I'm done. It arrived in just a couple parts, the base, the main body, and then you had to insert the little handle and add the water. So pretty simple. I set the base next to a plug and put this together so quickly, and then got it charging because I wanted to make sure it was fully charged. It's nice. It's one of those cordless options. You don't have to plug it in as you're using it. You just charge it up and then you can use it. So while this was charging, I moved all my chairs out of the way. I put up my stools and got a real good look at how sticky and messy my floors were. I also picked up all my little mats, even the one in the little powder room, gave them a good clean as well, but got them out of the way so I could clean under these. I hope you can see. It's hard with the color of my floor to see all that's there, but there's quite a bit of crumbs and residue, and although you can't see all of it, what you can see does kind of give you an idea of where the most of my buildup is. So once the Ultenic AC1 was done charging, I went ahead and put in some of this floor cleaning solution and some water into the water tank. It's really easy to put the water tank in. You just insert it simply, it clicks into place so you know that it's in there, which is really nice and convenient. I was pleased to see how easy that was. And there's a couple different modes that you can clean in, and I'll show you here what it says.
Max mode, water absorption mode, smart mode, power on, smart mode.
I chose smart mode because it's going to be able to detect when there's something dry that needs to be cleaned up, and it automatically optimizes that suction to get up all the things and give it a little extra power when it comes across something sticky or something like that. And you can see after I ran it in my entryway that there was a very, very light dampness on the floor. It left less water on my floor than when I'm actually mopping. So what I'm going to do, since I am doing my autumn deep clean, is I'm going to go ahead and move this bin out of the way because I know there's probably all kinds of grossness underneath it because this is deep clean time. Gross. Ew. That was from the baseboards. You know, just keeping it real. So now I'm going to run my Ultenic again here through this little passage where the bench was. There's quite a bit of buildup of dirt. I think you can see it best right there. So yeah, we're going to take care of that right now.
Smart mode.
Much cleaner. The sticky residue is gone, and so I'm going to go ahead and move on to the remainder of this flooring down here and just have at it. So this takes such little effort to maneuver. It's definitely got like pull to it, so you don't have to push a heavy machine full of water. It has that self-propelled movement that takes very little effort. I just feel like I'm the ultimate in multitasking now as a mom. And with the smart mode, it's going to detect when you need to give it extra power, so you don't necessarily have to click that on or off. It does that on its own. And here you can see I'm even able to maneuver it around the bench and the table very easily, getting through the little spots, the narrow areas in the kitchen as well. Since this is deep clean day, I'm even going along the edges of my carpet in the living area where, you know, when your rug just kind of at the edge gets a little buildup of crummy stuff, I went ahead and cleaned all that up. So I am very pleased with my clean floors. The Ultenic did an excellent job cleaning my floors. Here's probably my favorite part about this machine is when you're all done cleaning, you push this little button here at the top and it runs a self-cleaning mode. And this is awesome because then you don't have to worry about odors or something like just staying caked within your machine. And you can remove the dirty water when you're done. There's this little dish that sort of catches the big stuff. You can just dump that out. You rinse everything out in the sink and just let it dry, which to me is magical. This is cutting my cleaning time as a mom in half. So I wanted to say thank you to the Ultenic company for sending me the AC1 Elite Wet Dry Vacuum. So I'm also grateful to them because they're offering you guys a coupon code. There's a coupon code for $33 off for you all in the description box. So I hope you'll go check that out in the description box below if you're interested. I went ahead and cleaned my mat as well. I gotta tell you, it was so satisfying putting a clean mat down on very clean floors. It just felt really good. So now that I've done all those tasks, I get to play and decorate with you guys. These are some of the pieces that I've had forever. Little pumpkins from the Dollar Tree and Hobby Lobby, and I still have in my collection. And one of my favorite things to do is to use picks like this and just tuck them gently into the bookcase like that. I just think that's such a sweet way. You don't have to change up a lot. I picked up these at Hobby Lobby on their sale, so they were, I think, around $2 a piece, thinking that I would switch out the tulips I had from spring and summer. These are faux tulips, and I love this arrangement on the table. So I was thinking I would just switch out the flowers to find something a little bit more fall appropriate. But when I put them in the same vase, it didn't have the same kind of impact. They felt a little bit too loose, and I wasn't going to go spend more money on more flowers. So I pulled this vase out from my bedroom, and I actually really like the texture on this vase. This worked a lot better. It gave it a more of an autumnal feel. So I'm going to switch out the books as well. Now, this Persuasion book was so beautiful. I want to switch out something a little bit more autumnal. I have this antique Oregon Trail book that I'll put here and pull in a little bit of that gorgeous brown. This adorable little pumpkin, I think this is a Dollar Tree find from years ago. I put there stacked on top of my book coasters. And now my little tray is all set for fall. Now I'm going to work on throw pillows, and this is always a bit of a challenge for me because I love my throw pillows. My beautiful hand embroidered one, Cool Kids Read Books pillow. It has a lot of pastel in it, as well as this one that I recently got in July, and I just love this one. I feel like they're not autumnal enough for the vibe that I want to do. So actually inside the pillow that was plaid, I had tucked this one. That's a great way to store your seasonal pillows, is to have a cover that's neutral year round, and you can just kind of switch things around. I grabbed a Christmas pillow to switch out with the autumnal pillow, and that way I can have that autumnal one out. The Christmas one can get tucked away inside of that cover, and that will all work together. I have this grateful pillow. I got this years ago, probably like 5 or 6 years ago at Walmart. It has the sort of ticking stripe on the back and the embroidery on the front. I love the golden yellow. This has been a long time favorite. So this is the new edition. I got this at Hobby Lobby, and I literally had to ask a worker at Hobby Lobby to climb up high and get this for me because there were very few left. So it's a little wrinkled because it was shoved way up high on the shelf, but I don't mind. I loved the little leaf and the sort of raised fluffy embroidery and the fringe along the edge. I just loved it. Here you see me putting that Christmas pillow inside that plaid case. I found those at Goodwill a couple years ago, and they're kind of nice because they're so neutral. I can use them year round. So I paired the pumpkin pillow with my teal pillows that are normally there on the couch, and I love those two colors together, that teal and orange. I put one of the plaid pillows on my little blue chair, and I wasn't sure about it. Adding the pumpkin pillow that I've had from Costco years ago, I wasn't sure if the greens were playing nicely, but when I had it across from the other one, I felt like it looked better. The grateful pillow I put on my husband's chair, and I liked that with the red behind, but the chair really needed something else. So I started playing around with what I could add to it to give it a little something else. And this is what I call like pillow musical chairs. You try the different pillows in different spots until you find what works. And so here I have this little fox that I normally have in my classroom, but I think he'll be here when he's not in my classroom. He'll be here. So I love that my bookshelves are packed full and have lots of color because you see all these beautiful spines on these books, but I wanted to add a few little touches, and I felt like this little stack of books at the top was just begging for a cute pumpkin to be put on top. This cute pumpkin I've had for years, probably like 10 years from the Dollar Tree, and I have 2 of these. So I'm going to put one on top of that cute little book stack, and I absolutely love how that looks. It's just a simple touch. It brings fall to the bookcase. And then down here I have this little painting that a friend of mine did, and I immediately knew what I wanted to do. So these little pumpkins are so cute. My niece made these when she was visiting me last fall, put together with that little frame. It was just too adorable. So on the other side, there's a lot of pieces here that I leave year round, but again, it needs a little pumpkin. So I switched out the little beehive setup and the little book with a pumpkin and added a plant to the top. That plant normally lives here on top of my scale in my kitchen, but I switched that out with a couple plates and this velvet pumpkin. And I love, again, the orange and the teal together. But what I'm not sure about is if it's too much with my new wallpaper. Let me know what you think in the comments, because I'm going back and forth about that. So then I started to think about my table centerpiece. I have so many beautiful beeswax candles. So I thought if I could get some new candle holders, which I got these again at Hobby Lobby at their sale. I just kept playing around. Those silver ones are from my wedding, so I've had those forever. But I just kept switching things around and moving around, and I just don't like it. So you'll have to stay tuned because I'm gonna have to rethink this and maybe get some more candlesticks to get a real full look here. This is definitely to be continued with the centerpiece. All right, whew. I'm literally sweating. Thanks so much everyone for joining me today. I hope you really enjoyed this video of the cleaning and decorating for the autumn fall season. I'm really looking forward to shorter days, cooler temps, soup, and all the good books that come with the autumn season. So I hope you have a wonderful switch from summer to fall time, and stay tuned because some of the things that I didn't quite get to today I will include in a fall home decor tour. So be sure you stay tuned for that. I will have links down below for the wet dry vacuum that I used today from Ultenic. I will include the links down below. The coupon code is also linked down below for you guys to use if you're interested. I hope you will use that and enjoy cleaning your floors. You guys take care, and I will be back with more soon. Bye!